Yeah, DOD, okay. Department of Defense. The liberals are going crazy. Oh, he's just a Fox commentator. You're putting him in charge of the Department of Defense. It's like, no, the guy is a Army officer, was an Army officer, combat vet, 2 Bronze Stars, multiple deployments. I mean, this guy's a warrior, and he came back, and he was on TV. Veterans do all. Believe it or not, veterans are in all walks of life, all professions. You will find a veteran. And they're trying to compare him to Lloyd Austin, and it's like, oh, there's no comparison. Lloyd Austin's the real deal. Look, Lloyd Austin should have been disqualified from being Department of Defense Secretary of Defense years before he retired from the military. In 2014, that was my deployment, my first deployment. I was in the Middle East. Lloyd Austin was the top officer of all U.S. Army, all U.S. military forces in the Middle East. He was a CENTCOM commander. ISIS, out of nowhere. One day, there's this, we're on our base in Kuwait, and, all of a sudden one day, it's some group named ISIS has overrun like half of Iraq and a third of Syria. Yeah. Complete surprise attack, sneak attack. Nobody saw this thing coming. He was the top commander. He should have known that. It was his responsibility. He was responsible for knowing that. That was his job. And complete failure. That should have just torpedoed his entire future at that point. Yeah. No, he's okay. He failed upwards. Department, Secretary of Defense, the Russia invasion of Ukraine. It wasn't a complete sneak attack, but it developed really quickly. It was like a matter of, days before it happened, it was like still people weren't sure, is this really going to happen or not? It's like, oh, shoot, it really is going to happen this time. He's the guy in charge. So, following that act, Pete Hegseth's going to be just fine.